Hello, my name is Wesley Davis, and I'm the state president of the West Virginia FFA Association and owner of Turkey Creek Poultry Farms in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. It is a free-range egg production operation. Right now I have 300 laying chickens that produce around 18 to 20 dozen eggs a day. FFA is a national youth leadership organization whose mission is to develop premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education in and outside the classroom. I actually joined FFA in agricultural education in the 8th grade, and at the time I owned 8 chickens. And I began to see some of the opportunities in my community through my classroom work, and I was able to learn about poultry production as well, and found that I was able to take my business to the next level if I wanted to do so. I conducted surveys with the teachers in my school because I wanted to be able to know that I could sell my product before I started producing. And there were no producers in Mason County meeting that need for consumers. So for me to be able to go and fit into that slot and take up that market space has been really the key to my business's success. Also, being able to find a product in a business that you enjoy operating in. I find it really rewarding every day when I go out and collect my eggs, and I know that that is a product that is going to go and be on the tables of people that I'm selling my eggs to. I actually only live on 2 acres of property, and my chickens are on a separate acre of property. So my laying coop is approximately 60 by 30, and that houses my 300 laying chickens. I also have a brooder house and also my composting facility. I actually learned about the grants and loans through my agricultural education teacher, Mr. Nybert, as well as some of the research that I did online. I received a grant for $14,000 to construct a composting facility. I received a Young Farmers Grant. It was a loan for $5,000. I've been able, with my profits, to be able to pay that loan off, and I was actually scheduled on a payment cycle to pay it back in 7 years. However, I was profitable and successful enough to pay it back in 1.
Hello, my name is Sam Nybert. I'm a vocational education teacher at Mason County Career Center, located in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And when I know that Wes has really had an interest, was his first year, which was in the 9th grade. Each one of the students in class had a assigned topic to get up and teach class. And most of the kids got up and maybe spent 15 or 20 minutes in class. Wes was 3 days. And it was on poultry science, it was on eggs and everything, and I looked at him and I thought, you know what, he's going to be very successful in life. Well, I think we need to focus more on these entrepreneurships. You know, I'm really a big fan of that, and matter of fact, when we was putting our schedule together at the Career Center for next year, there's going to be a class taught on entrepreneurship. And when you take and put money in front of kids, no matter if it's just writing it on the board or putting it on their PowerPoint, you know, it seems like they get their interest, you know, that they want money. And I think that's one of the areas we have with being successful here at the school on entrepreneurship, was getting the business partners to come in and work with these students and let them really know what's going on. One of the business partners that Wes has worked with through his marketing has been Bob's marketing in greenhouse in Mason, West Virginia, one of the larger greenhouses in the East Coast. And he went up to them to have a partnership with his business and marketing plan that he placed 5th in at the National FFA organization at the National Convention. Here at the Mason County Vocational School, we're in the process right now to offer some grants and some loans to some of these FFA students and ag education students here in the county. We look at this area right here, it's high unemployment, and there's not every parent or every grandparent out there that has an open wallet to actually go out and say, you know, here you can go buy these 10 goats to do this agri-science project. If a student has a grant for $5,000 and he makes an extra $1,000, we're going to split that profit 50-50 with the student and ourselves. Well, I think there's golden opportunities when you look at the ag sector. You know, my first year we had 0 completers here. We've got 19 completers in the Career Center, and now that 19 completers are about 10 or 11 in a post-secondary education right now in some type of ag.
There are a lot of opportunities for students to be employed in agriculture right now. The United States Employment Office estimates that there are over 300 different areas for agricultural education students to go into. So the real challenge that we're seeing right now with getting young people into agriculture is that they simply do not know the opportunities. A lot of individuals and students in West Virginia think that farming is only about cattle and corn, the 2 C's as I like to call them. Now we're seeing that consumers want products that are grown right there in their communities. The local food market in West Virginia has grown by 286% in just the past 10 years alone. So farming is not just about corn and cattle anymore, and communicating that to the youth is very, very important. It is so important for us to be able to produce our own food here in West Virginia and to bring that product to the dinner tables of consumers in West Virginia. So I really applaud everyone that is making that effort to be able to bring products from West Virginia farmers to West Virginia consumers.